Community and
good day, everyone, and thanks for all those who are currently here. Looking forward to share you again. Last night, I was on a broadcast live, but most unfortunately, no one showed up. I stood there for quite some time until I called it off. So there's gonna be some changes in our SA live broadcast because we don't have much people attending out of 55 million. We couldn't even reach 50 if that was the case. So there's gonna be quite much changes. You will be well informed about that. And secondly, we never had many participating in them, including some of the leaders, members, stakeholders. In brackets, many were never interested also in other things that we do. But anyway, we have to understand one thing in in this life. All the successful giants around the globe, leaders and businesses, they sustained not because of the bigger number. They sustained because of the small number. So the small number does wonders. That is why in the Billion Coin community, we managed to reach out many things to this day because of that little number. So thanks, Jack Freeman. The person who will never be discouraged in this community, it's me, Lawrence. No. I've been through a lot. My fellow countrymen can tell, especially those who were in networks, starting from golden products to this day, Forex, and there were so many programs that left us astray, but we never gave up. So thanks, Jack Freeman. Thanks, Stefan. Thanks, TD. I saw someone there. Yeah. So yesterday in our live stream, I mean the one at 9:30, we were supposed to share some things that were asked a day before. Like one gentleman asked about should it happen that the financial crash takes place now, how are we going to be affected, coin? So no one showed up, so I had to shift that, but hopefully we can still discuss that later today, because I did promise that I will come back to you with the answer after I've discussed that with the admin. And then the second question was, what changes, meaning after the migration, are there going to be any changes for the new members? So that was the second question. So I also promised about that I will forward you the reply. So this evening live chat, we will be talking about those two things. So, but as for now, we can just focus on the crisis that is going around, basically from the testers with send buttons and other members. And the saying is that most of them did not expect only the send buttons, but they expected more. But now the question is, what is that? So we need to find out. I know that some of you came across same questions, that we have a send button, so what is to be done with these send buttons? We can't be given something, then be left empty just like that. What must we do with these send buttons? So that is question number one. And then question number two, there is a concern that when they look at the Billion Coin, they see much delays with much changes all the time. That is the second one. So all these questions, they come after we have done much of the damage control and some of the presentations since from the 21st. Like I said, I haven't been celebrating with you guys much, but I've been busy doing a damage control from TBC offense. Some were left astray. People took their monies and they never helped them with anything. Believe you me, some they can't even log into their own wallets, emails, and KCPO. Can you imagine how much damage is that? So let's get into it. I would like us to share, and if one wants to say something, or if you can share something with us, that will be very cool with me. Let's just hit it from there. Because these live streams, if you can go through them around the globe, they must be educational at the end of the day. We must share certain things in order to understand where we are heading with the whole system. So let me see. Oh, okay. Jack Freeman stated that building a live YouTube audience will take some time. That is true, brother. That is why I mentioned after your comment that much of the successful institutions, leaders around the globe, they manage to reach out not with the bigger number, but with a limited number, of course. So in TBC, of course, we will reach out the way we are, because in this community, whatever you see, it's what you get. So we are now expecting some, I won't say help, but contribution in the two things that I've already explained to you guys. How do you see us surviving from where we are now, especially when we are faced with those two questions? The send button, people expected more, and TBC tends to be slow, and they keep on bringing things over and over without any action. Why are we not on the coin market? All this kind of things. What is the problem? Why people are asking these things? And some of these people are the ones who joined with us 2016. So it's almost 2 years now. They are still asking the same question. What could be the problem? We have about 30 minutes. If not, we can extend it to 40, 45 minutes. Yeah. Can we share this, my fellow TBCians? Right. Okay. I think we have my fellow countrymen here. Jack, they can also share your question. Yeah. Jack is asking, how are things going for TBC in South Africa? Guys, we have Kirileng also from South Africa. Please, let's share this live stream, guys. We have CD from South Africa, Stefan from South Africa, and we have Kirileng. And there's a question there by Jack. He wants to know what is the current status of TBC in the Republic of South Africa before I come in. But there are things that I won't answer, but there are those I can answer. Some of the answers are already in the blog where we get the input every day. Okay, yes, Kiriling and CD plus Stefan, how can we reply to Jack's question? I'm happy that we also have leaders in this chat. They can take us through with Jack's Freeman question. Okay, while they are still retrieving the updates, okay. All right, the second question from Jack. He wants to know who are the top leaders in South Africa for TBC. Okay. Wow. Let's give Stefan an applause. Divisions. Things are happening, Jeff, as you can see. Yeah. I don't know how can I congratulate Stefan, but this is what we're talking about. And we did mention this 2016 and sometime last year that we do have merchants in South Africa, and we do have stakeholders in TBC community who understands exactly what you're talking about. So I'm taken. Wow, brother Stefan, well done. This is the excellent report. So, like I said, I cannot answer sometimes everything, but my country fellow men are here. They will respond accordingly to what they did with what they know, not any thing opposite to what they do. Excellent, Brother Stefan. Okay, Jack, are you getting somewhere with us from your question? Are you answered now? Are you covered? Hi, Mary. Yeah, just to add something on that, Mary mentioned something like an approach to some businesses, and yeah, if I remember very well. So we are also looking forward um, to support her on that. But guys, we must multiply people like these because they're doing a very good job. And I can't say much, but I'm impressed. I'm very happy to um, get this report. I know very soon we'll be in a position to see some of them on YouTube. Let's see again. Wow. Yeah. Like I said, I'm taken, but I sense that something is going on in South Africa, though we didn't know how to hook up. But thanks, guys, for the admin to introduce the live streams because it's bringing us together wherever you are, but anytime, any day, we can share a lot and teach each other a lot and do a lot through these live streams. Yes, Mary, South Africa, it is rocking. We are actually not looking at a bigger number by crisis, but we're looking at the solid, limited number by objective. This is what we're talking about. Yes. Last year, okay, yeah, last year, there's another video that I've forwarded um, to YouTube. Many of you have seen that, where I had a car specialist in Robert Chem, Johannesburg. I did a presentation to him, and then after that, he became interested. He joined immediately. Then, before me paying him with cash, I paid him with TBC coins because by then Kringel Cash was not in place. So I made a testimony about that. And then late last year, I did a service to the very same car, a full service. So I paid him with TBC. So I made a video about that. So there's quite a lot. And then some we did mini purchases, but with TBC cranials from the purchases of 500 rands in our currency ZAR or rands, 500. And then I'm also looking forward to make other deals for properties, land, not much on cars, but if it's a car, it will depend on the condition of that car. So that's another way of growing our TBC merchants in South Africa. It can be done. And I will also propose that we touch base on WhatsApp if there is something that you are thinking. We can have our live stream apart from this one and share, support each other. Maybe we go to different places around South Africa to do one thing. That's how we learn at the end of the day. Okay, okay, let's read here. Thanks, Stefan. Okay. 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 Oh, thanks, Bennett. Bennett is also one of the matrix leader in South Africa. He's also an executive. Um, I will forward to you the what do you call this, the leadership structure um, from top till to the top 10 of the country leader. Then in the places also we have Free State, KZN, Johannesburg, Northwest. We haven't reached other elected leaders. I mean, sorry, appointed leaders as yet. Yeah. Okay. Stefan here is saying his challenge currently, he's actually proposing that should each and every one of us bring 1,000 people before 31st May. That is before the next redemption, if I understand you very well. Yes, we can, because most of us, we managed to reach out 100 referrals, some more, because when we check on the criminal cash arrangement, we have some who brought 600, some 700, some 800. It can be done. We can set up that objective. In the Philippines currently, they are doing the same thing. They are on a mission to reach 1 million Filipinos by just before the next redemption. And then if they don't reach out on that number by May, at least let it be 50%. But by this year, in the Philippines, there should be 1 point something million members only in the Philippines. That means there will be 1.3 something, because currently there are less than 400,000, 300 and something. So we can set up that goal and find ways how to work on it. That will be very cool. So I don't know what others are saying in South Africa. We can touch base about that and discuss it further. But thanks for that proposal. It's a good move, Brother Stefan. We have over 100 million people in the Philippines. And then here we are 50% of the Filipino. Yeah. There are many, they have much islands in the Philippines. They're very big, yeah. Yeah, sure, we can do that, yeah. We've been dreaming of it. It's just that we didn't have much people like Stefan, Mary, and others to I don't know how can I put it, but we didn't have people like Stefan, Mary, and the rest to support us on that. But I'm happy that we are hardly started now. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, we need to start visiting other places with that mind of growing the communities and allowing other members who are keen to develop our communities. We allow them to do that. Sometimes we will have a language barrier, but we are all here. We can speak. I think Stefan and Mary can speak Zulu also too, so we can do that. Yeah, our communities are not difficult people to understand, that I know. But the thing is, like I mentioned earlier, we currently, my task is to help the orphans, TBC orphans, because really they were left with no information. And some of them, they do have an internet access, but they were just left in the dark. Oh, okay. Good, Mary. That will be cool. And we have other Tibetians here from Zambia, but they have South African citizenship because of they've been here long. And I'm talking about some of them are technicians, engineers, and some they're from Zimbabwe, but they've already settled here. But they still have contacts across the borders of South Africa, meaning back home where they come from. And we picked up that in the African continent, it's so big, but not every country within that continent has been reached. Yeah, with Angola, there is a great need. The thing is, I don't know what is the Museveni's arrangements, because hey, I understand he's a very difficult man, but if you get an inside information, it's gonna be easier. The question is, do they accept programs like cryptocurrency and other traditional networks? That's a question, just to find out about that. And then we have another leader from the executive. She went to Tanzania, I think Zanzibar, yeah, Tanzania, not Dar es Salaam, Zanzibar. She did a presentation there twice. And then currently she's back. She came back 2 days ago. So some countries, they're not difficult as long as you understand how to present the whole thing. Because with TBC, we don't just present. When we started 2016, many were just saying, when they present, they just go on the projection calculator, and then they put figures there, they play around, they show people, you see, you're going to have 60 million in 6 months. Oh, all those kind of things. So we had to go back and rectify that this is not how you should present. But TBC, it's not an investment company. We have to start from the basics, because if we leave the basics and jump into the projection calculator, then we're going to have problems. But if we understand the basics, basics, they prepare you to break things loose and bring them together. Then from there, your process will run very smooth. So we had to, like during now, we are recurring that some of us, in the Davao, in Free State, but we are managing. Yeah, we still need more of your support, guys. Okay. Yeah. Okay. About the membership, personally, I had this concern. 1st year anniversary, we had 94,000, and then we multiplied 30 times, and now we are 3 million, almost 3 million. And then if we multiply again 30 times from now to our next 30-year anniversary, it will give us over 85 million. But guys, can we quadruple this 30 times and make it maybe 120 times? Because if we can do that, we will be closer to $1 billion in our fourth anniversary. What do you think? Can we talk about that? If it's 30 times, it's going to be over 85 million next year, third anniversary. But if we quadruple that, we're going to hit it. We'll be somewhere. Thanks, Mary. With Stefan's strategy of bring each member in one more on top of what you have already. Yes, that but now only a limited number will begin that process. Then how do we help others to do the same? Okay. Man, I also love to dance. I'll be dancing. KZN next week is their, actually, that is the TBC celebration in South Africa. So anyone who is interested to join us there or to see us live, you're welcome. So we'll be in KZN on the. I like that, Jack. Thank you. Okay, let's come to Mary. Yes. Mary, she's saying the only way for us to reach or to quadruple this number is by giving out the free gift. Yes, with the free gift, you're not asking any money from anyone. But of course, at the end of the day, the very same people will start asking questions, how to top up, things like that. Then you are in. From that moment, you partner with them. That's it. Especially trusted sellers with send buttons. Oh, okay. I missed your live stream, Mary. I think twice now. I don't know. I wasn't certain about the time. Mine, it's 12:30 p.m., meaning 3:30 a.m. Pacific time. And then another one, it's 21:30 at night p.m. SA time. That is 30 minutes after midnight, if I'm not mistaken, a.m. Past midnight Pacific time. Yeah. So, but there's gonna be a change in my schedule since we will be working on some things. Actually, before I commenced this live stream, I was still online discussing some things. Yeah. Yeah. Let's create awareness. You know, if one can bring one person per day, in a week we have brought 7 people. One, then the very same people that you brought, some of them will ask you for a presentation. Then now your numbers will start multiplying for free gifts. Now, if 3 of them invites, say, ask you to come again for the presentation. Then you have 3 of them. Then one will invite 50, another 70, another 40. You see, it's a simple mathematics. You don't need to have 20 but at the end of the day, you are making a difference. Okay. Yeah, Mary, we have to wake up. There's a lot to be done within this community. Okay. Yeah, I will ensure I join. If it's 9, mine is past. Okay, I can join you only for 30 minutes. But like I said, there's going to be a change of schedule because I need to know that my fellow TBCians in South Africa and other countries, what is their time. But the thing is, I didn't have the exact time. They were changing times. But mine is 12:30 and 21:30. So, but I can play around daily. I will check on the broadcast schedule and arrange accordingly so that we can support each other. We mustn't miss each other's live stream. Okay. Yeah. Changing a mindset, it's a very huge task. Yes. We need to work on that. It's not an easy task, but you know, if you love something, you enjoy what you are doing. At the end, there will be those who will listen. Some will listen, but it's like a race. You know what I mean? Not all of them at the same time, but some today, some will even call and say, you know what? I've been thinking about what you presented to me. So I'm interested now. How can I come on board? But when it comes to a free criminal gift, even if someone is not clued up, no one will resist that. Just give out those free criminal gifts because we have a warehouse full of free criminal gifts. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's true, Mary. I was listening to another, actually, it started with one of the attachment from the TBC blog. So after I've listened to that article yesterday, it came yesterday, then I went on YouTube, Googling the same article. Then I saw other articles related to that one. And it will take you to others as well over and over again. Then I subscribed. So they were updating me. They did update me this morning. So there are news about the United States. When you follow up, I actually saved them somewhere. They say the United States currently, they have no plan. What they are doing is just to buy time because they went too much in a debt. So when they look at the whole thing, why so much debt? They invested more on wars, meaning they've invested more on arms, meaning creating wars and things like that. On the other hand, they were ignoring to empower their own citizens, something like that. But it's very interesting. So yesterday they sent me 3 articles. It's so bad. And humanity is so trapped. This crisis is currently affecting their something got to do with sanitary water, and they don't do much farming. You know, there's a lot in it. How the Hillary Clintons are involved in the pharmaceutical syndicates. Most of the food that we are eating right up to here, those food have been injected with something called sensonite, something like that. It has been used by this company Pepsi and some of the companies that are manufacturing energy bars, energy drinks. So there's a lot that is happening in the United States. So currently they are losing a grip to certain things. So it is our chance to educate the humanity and, yes, save many of them out of this world population. It's currently over 7.5 billion, right? Yeah. Yes, that times two. I came across it, but there's much news in it. But please do forward me that. You can use my WhatsApp. It's gonna be easier. Yeah. Okay. Everyone who is currently here in this live stream, I would say thank you again for showing up. We are really getting somewhere. Actually, I'm very happy, and it is beautiful. It's a beautiful thing to see your country, fellow men, supporting these events and activities of the Billion Coin. It mustn't be few, but at the end of the day, and when you see leaders, it becomes more encouraging. So I'm looking forward to join your live streams later, guys, and I'm also inviting you again to join me. I know Mary might join me maybe after or 30 minutes later or something like that. Yeah, but let's hit it. And thanks again. If there isn't any question, but I think we have shared much, let us save this breath for now. We still have a lot of work to do. And from the Val, CD, thank you. Val is in South Africa. And from Johannesburg, Rilang, thank you. Stefan, I'm a bit confused about Stefan. Is he in the middle bag or where? But I know he's in South Africa. And Mary, I know she's in Mpumalanga. Thanks again. Okay, I will say goodbye for now, and then let's talk later. Cheers.